Alright, so here's an article for you. Meet the Family. Scientists create strains of yeast that is part fungus and part human. Okay. This is your chemtrails equals your candida and your cancer. That's your 33-degree masonry. Okay. Now, I know when I've done my research, Egyptians tried to avoid yeast, but apparently they did not. Here's a picture of a beer party or a house of beer. Okay. Um, you know, I do these videos to really educate the TIs out there that a lot of stuff that's going on out there is, it's just repeating itself. Okay, they're just bringing it back up to the surface. Okay, so chemtrails equals candida equals cancer. That's your 33 because C equals 3 in the alphabet, so 33. So this whole article here says experiment proves that yeast is a distant relative on our family tree, which is a load of hogwash. It is not. As a matter of fact, the Egyptians tried to avoid it, but they didn't because they did have barley. They had barley and they did make beer. So much for that. And then, again, here's another article on how to confuse your children. Call it gender fluidity. Schools to teach kids there's no such thing as boys or girls. So, anyways, here we go. We're going back to androgyny, which goes all the way back to Egypt. Christ is androgynous. I'll read that out to you out loud. Oh, and by the way, reptilians are androgynous. That's what, Mr. Swerdlow says. So, anyways, let's go to that page here of what I found out about androgyny and Christ. Okay. Alright, androgyny has certainly been much frowned upon by ancient Hebrews, who at that time wore pants and short hair, still struggled to hold on to their Niebuhrian ways, as we will see. The more androgynous people became, the more Christ and other heavily androgynous people looked intriguing to them. It is the most hypnotic sensation there is, and captures every culture that allows it to germplasm to falter through improper diet and lifestyle. Christ's asexual tendencies cannot be denied by any who are well read of all ancient literature. His hypnotic manner and appearance appears to the latent, dormant tendencies such as that in androgynous people. To put it candidly, his attraction lies in the fact that his male side is attracted to the female side of man, and his feminine to the masculine side of woman. Okay? Androgyny was the most serious problem then, and many find it hard to accept today, which only clarifies it more. But this was a titanic battle to rid those of falling to it, and they knew the source of the problem. And I don't want to read the rest there, but so if they do their little, fake alien invasion thing, androgyny is going to be big. Christ is going to be androgynous. Okay? Androgyny. Okay? Which takes me to the Shroud of Turin. Okay? Strontium-90 was found in the Shroud of Turin. This article even says it. That there's nanoparticles in it, actually. But during my research, I found out there's strontium-90 in the Shroud of Turin, which I will read to you. Okay, strontium has been found in ancient Peruvian Indians, the Palomans, of 5,000 to 7,000 years ago. And probably the most particular finding which stumped the professional team who studied the Shroud of Turin, the supposed shroud that draped Christ, in which strontium was found in samples of dry blood. Well, he certainly was in with the people who would have exposed him to it, and this would have been one of the reasons such an imprint was made on the shroud. Okay, so strontium-90, it's been around for a while. Again, it goes back to history. And here they are, your modern day media is bringing it up again, which is why I always do these little podcasts to show you that, I've been targeted, and, the only way to get back at what's going on is to reveal the truth, and that's to go back in history, because history repeats itself. Okay, so, that's nothing important. Okay, so here we go. We got this article here. Do you want $250 a week? Basically, this article here is saying how for $250 a week, they're picking two people to accept $250 a week, and basically what you have to do is disclose what you do with the $250 every week. I don't know if they follow you around all the time, but here's the deal. 2 documentary films for volunteers who accept free money filmed while they figure out how to spend what they want. Yes, friends, you heard me right. You can take money for 2 years entirely. The only thing is that they will film you making all of your financial decisions. Okay, this is a documentary, and it's currently featuring the work title of Bootstraps, the Basic Income Film. Okay, for those of you wondering what a UBI is, it's defined as the Basic Income Earth Network. Okay, right here. Woo, Earth. Okay, that right there, they're telling you they're planning the whole, alien invasion thing. Okay? Basic Income Earth. Okay, network. Okay, as a periodic cash payment unconditionally delivered to all on an individual basis without means, test, or work required. Okay, the brains behind it is this Dia. The thing got cut off. But she's looking for a diverse group of people who want to be in this film. Basically what it is her focus is on how volunteers will use their weekly income and how their lives are changed by having their baseline living expenses covered. By removing the regular financial stresses from each person's life, the filmmaker hopes to answer a pretty big question. If you had the freedom to be independent of any beholden to any other person or employer for a source of life-sustaining income, the freedom of fear of homelessness and hunger, would you dare to pursue this? Okay. So they got $50,000, and for 2 years, they're going to give 2 people $250 a week. Okay. And she plans to have this whole thing filmed and documented and up and running by 2020. So that's like 3 years from now. Okay. So this is called the universal income. It's a test. They're test marketing everybody. Okay. Okay. Now, they do this in Alaska, but however, I know about Alaska. Alaska does give people $1,000, I believe, a month, or every 2,000. I can't remember if it's 1,000 or whatever, but they do give it. But this is all based on DNA. You have to be part of the tribe up in Alaska. I know about this. Okay. So this is based on if you are a tribal person that belongs up, that your family is from Alaska and you have tribal linkage to there. But anyways, what I wanted to do is bring this article up to show you how this is linked to the Anastasia book when she warns you about the job problem, the job opportunity thing. Okay, so here, I'm going to read it to you. Hold on. All right. Okay, so she says here, they will integrate their alien factories with existing Earth factories, but in 5 years, all Earth technologies will be discarded and replaced by technological, more advanced counterparts. A job will be guaranteed for all who wish to have one. Not only that, but every single inhabitant of the Earth will be required to contribute a certain minimum amount of work towards maintaining the technological devices. Okay, so that right there, she's telling you that everybody will have a job if you want one, okay, which is tied to this, test market, this film documentary, because what they're doing is they're going out and saying, like I said, they want to see if this stress of you going out and finding a job would help you. Okay, what they're doing is they're taking away your skills, your knowledge, and your abilities, and they're just giving you a flat thing. And even I heard somebody say, like, how children are the children out there are saying, oh, a janitor and a banker should be paid the same. You know what I mean? So, see how they're kind of brainwashing everybody? That's what they're doing. Okay, and I'm giving you the warning here that, their little alien invasion thing is they're doing it in baby steps. Okay, what they do is this again is a test market. Okay, they're seeing where the rats go in the maze. Okay, now here I want to bring you up. Here we go. Woman rare disorder causes her to see humans as dragons. Okay. This is a woman. She's 52 years old. She has a rare condition, and it was reported in the Lancet where she says she suffered from hallucinations that caused her to see human faces as dragons. Okay. So it says here, brain scans and blood tests show that she was healthy, and doctors eventually diagnosed her with this horrible name. I can't even pronounce it. And they say it's because she's got dementia. Okay. But here's the thing, people. Here's how the article is written. Okay, first of all, they say that she's healthy. They give her a diagnosis of, here, look, she's healthy. Okay? And then they say, oh, no. We're going to give her a diagnosis that she needs this prescription. And then it's for dementia. She doesn't have dementia. She sees things. Okay? Well, what that is that she's seeing the real deal out there. She's busted through the matrix. She's actually kind of like one of us. Where you see the true hybrids, the reptilian hybrids. Okay? Everybody on this planet is a mixture. No one's a pure. You know? Everybody's a mixture of something. So, anyways, wanted to show you that, how they're, attacking, people who are healthy, and it's the same thing with people saying, oh, a celebrity got, a, double mastectomy and then I have to go do it. And it's just craziness, people. You don't have to follow anybody. Follow yourself, which is what I keep telling you. You have to follow yourself, and you have to believe in yourself. You have to trust in yourself. You have to keep going, okay? Because all of this stuff is to distract you, to keep you away from who and what you are. You have a pineal gland. It is 4D. When you go to sleep, that's where your creativity kicks in, and you have a chakra system, okay? Because we're all electrical beings, okay? But what they're doing is they're using the directed energy weapons, and they're attacking us individually with EMR, and they're really stomping down on us. We got chemtrails, GMOs, the directed energy weapons. They don't like this information coming out. Trust me. They don't like it. They don't like it, the fact that, that I, am able to go back in their past and bring you up to speed onto what's going on up here. Okay? It's around and around you're going, you're in the age of Kali Yuga, okay? And they don't like the fact that I'm bringing up that Christ is androgynous. Well, too bad. Might as well know now. Okay? You got kids that are being abducted. You got human trafficking. You got people falling out of, the royal building butt naked, and no one's, it's barely a story. But you got somebody, dangling from a windowsill. I mean, hello? Where's the humanity? Doesn't anybody care anymore? That's why I do these videos. Alright, I don't know what to say. I mean, this is just, this goes back to, the pedophilia. It's just a mess out there right now. But, they seek to dominate your creativity, who you are, what you represent, they already have articles out there saying there's 7 Earth-like planets out there. I mean, people, come on, seriously? Do you think they're going to share that much technology with you to go and, go to another planet? The Earth is your home. This is it. This is it, people. This is where you were born. This is where you should be. Okay? What they're doing is they've got really fancy high technology, and they're beaming it everywhere. Okay? Project Bluebeam. Okay? You got this AI assisted thing, voice thing, to wake you up in the morning and tell you how to brush your teeth. I mean, come on, people. Are you going to let stuff like this, run your life? Unbelievable. So, anyways, I wanted to bring that up to you, especially this finance report on how they're doing. They are testing the market, going out there and seeing if, you are going to do this willingly. Give up your money, give up your skills, your knowledge, skills, and your abilities for a flat fee. Okay? Never mind that you got $100,000 in school loans. You know what I mean? You went to school and you spent how many years in school? And then the government wants to turn around and say, oh, you know what? You're going to get the same price as a janitor or a banker. And you just went through, nursing school or something. Or ophthalmology school. I mean, hello? I don't think that's going to pan out. But, hey, they're going out there and they're test marking. I mean, these articles are real. Do you want $250 a week in basic income? Apply to be part of the documentary. Like I said, they're testing the waters. Okay? They're putting their toes in the waters to see who will bite. And so far they're looking for 2 people who will nibble, and then they can have, film documentation of how they spend $250 a week. Which is what? Beans and bread? Okay? When we all know, it takes a lot of money to run a household. Okay? But, that's what this anesthesia girl says, They want you to serve these devices that outwardly serve you. It's not who you are as a human being. Okay? You have to be able to contribute a certain minimum amount of work towards maintaining the technological devices. A nation that signs the treaty with the visitors will be completely protected from military invasion by any other nation. In a society which embraces the new social order, hence New World Order, new social order, and its technological supported life, there will be no crime. In the apartments provided to, everything you need will react only to your voice command, identified by tones inherent only to your voice. Every day before you take in food, the computer in your apartment will scan your eyes, your breath, and other parameters to determine your physical health and prescribe the corresponding food mixture. Well, you know what? I guess that really knocks the teeth into people who want their cigarettes and their beer in the morning. Think about it. Over and out.